Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Why am I whispering? I have no idea. Dang, that's good. I am totally back. It's been a while, but I was at what? Can you tell that I have yet to have a sip of this brilliant piece of caffeine and French roast in a glass? God, I love Starbucks. Mr. Flo? There we go. Mr. Flo? Okay, I'm supposed to hold it or something, or do this. Punch myself in the face. That's what I got. That's what I got for you today. I don't know if you can tell, I'm starting to peel, but it's mostly on my forehead. I went for a massage yesterday, and I swear, she's like, I feel like I'm doing Braille on your forehead. So yeah. And the weird thing about me, excuse me while I pour some more of my, oh Lord, I made it so thick, I don't know what I did. I need to add more water. Because it's yummy, but it's quite thick. I know you want some of this. You know what I did? Okay, so while I was on vacation down in Miami, I totally got into, I wasn't planning on it, GNC had sent me a big package of their new lean line, which has stuff, and I'm gonna review it and kind of get into it and try it out later. There's a whole kind of like a week detox, jumpstart thing. They sent me a bunch of, how did I get this all wet? They're different protein shakes, but this is more like a lean line. It's funny because this is not like your stereotypical protein powder. This is a program specifically for people looking to lose some fat and lose some weight. So it's not going to be like, for those of you that are familiar with like protein powder, maybe you're bodybuilding or you're figure competing, and you're in that phase of, every meal has to have 25 to 30 grams of protein. This is like this one, a serving is 200 calories and you do have 25 grams of protein, but some of the other flavors of the powder that came in, I can't talk this morning, that came in the boxes, I was looking at them and I think they had more like 10. So this is not necessarily, again, this is a whole line that they have specifically developed for men and women that are looking to lose weight on a really solid program. So it comes with the whole supplementation, everything. And when I say supplementation, I mean like vitamins, making sure, and you guys know we've been talking about this, I need to get back into it, your probiotics, your fish oil, all the stuff that when I first started going through perimenopause and my moron doctor didn't know what I had, and I had this skin condition. He's like, stop taking all your vitamins, stop wearing hairspray, stop doing everything, because they thought that something was aggravating my skin. What it really was is these bitchy ass hormones. Dang, so a couple things. Very hungry this morning. I'll tell you why. Aunt Flo's coming next week. And boy, she's getting on my last nerve. But here's the deal. So this is what I brought with me. I brought with me just one of these down to, I almost said Pensacola, down to Miami. I used to live in Pensacola a long time ago. So I brought this with me, and several mornings, pretty much almost every day. I don't think, other than the couple of times that I went to my favorite Jewish deli down there and I had bagel with Nova lox and cream cheese, I had this for breakfast. And Kelly's daughter is the one that kind of got me into adding fruit. And I think maybe this is part of my wanting to get creative with salads, wanting to get creative with my meals at home. Sometimes, I don't know about you guys, in the past 2 years, one of the things that I got really in a bad rut with, or a bad attitude with, is that I was eating like the same stuff every day. Now, some people can do really well with that, okay? I was hanging out with SmashFit, Heather Frey, down in, or maybe it's Heather Fry. Forgive me, Heather. I don't remember if we say your last name Frey or Fry. But she's SmashFit on Twitter, and that's her website. She's very good at doing like the, plain grilled chicken, vegetables, protein powder, oatmeal, whatever. Some people thrive on that. They really do very well with the 6 meals, alternating protein powder at like protein shakes or protein pancakes every other meal. That's what I did when I started training with Jay, and then when I was working out with Jenny Lynn. She had me on that, where it was oatmeal and protein powder every freaking day for breakfast. And then every other meal was either a protein shake or it was like tilapia and broccoli, chicken and broccoli. I went out of my mind with that. And I'm not cutting on it because some people do really well when they're either training for a competition or dieting, okay? Some people do really well with that kind of stuff. I found out for me when I was kind of figuring myself out this year and figuring out what sends me over the deep end and what works for me, I've realized that for me to have a little bit more variety in my life and not put such restrictions on food and label certain food as like, this is good and this is when you're being a good diet person and this is how you're gonna lose weight. Here's 4 foods you can have. And all this stuff is bad. Bread is bad, fruit is bad, shakes are bad, anything under 25 grams of protein is bad, alcohol is bad, carbs are bad. You know, that's the kind of mindset that I'd gotten in, and I needed to get out of that. So that's what I'm getting away from. I used to, even when I would make a shake, right, I would just put, you know, water with whatever flavor protein powder I was using, and that was it. That gets real boring after a while. And there's some great tasting protein powders out there. But this, I don't know if it's because it's summer or just because it was a change of pace, but it was so refreshing. I would either go on my 90-minute walk/run/walking lunges/sprinting thing that I was doing down there. And then I would come home. Here's what I was doing to make these. Very simple. Crushed ice, about 8 to 10 ounces of cold water. I'm doing 2 scoops of this, so I've got 25 grams of protein. Then I threw in some chopped strawberries, 1 banana, and today when I'm home, I have some frozen berries. So I've got frozen blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. And this makes, I mean, a boatload of a shake. It's so good. But like when you come home, when I was coming home from either hot yoga or my long runs, walk/run, you know, I'm edging myself back into running. It just was so yummy and so refreshing. It's totally hitting the spot. I've been really out of like not wanting a shake for breakfast for a while, so we're gonna see. I still have a lot of my Shakeology stuff left. The green berry from Beachbody, which I love, and it's awesome. God, I love my coffee. I can just see the little steam coming up the cup. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, so I'm already at 8 minutes, but I wanted to tell you a couple things. Sorry, I'm just really digging my shake this morning, and I do have to get out on my porch because my squirrels have missed me. Yes, I feed my squirrels, and they come up and they lay out on my porch, and they're like, Kelly, what's up? Where's my little snack? They're so cute. Not like raccoons who will eat your face off. Anyway, here's the thing. This is just a rant. I'm just a little upset about this. Not a little upset, I'm kind of a lot upset. The main part about getting older with me that is bothering me right now, and you know, I kind of just have to suck it up and deal with it. I kid you not, you guys, every month, men, sorry about this, when Aunt Flo is coming around, it's literally like she sends me in the mail some gifts to let me know that she's coming. And what that is migraines. And I went to bed last night and I had a headache pretty much all day. And when I say headache, in my normal life, if I get a headache, it'll be, you know, the front of my head. And I very rarely get headaches like that. Take an Excedrin and I'm fine. The Aunt Flo headaches that I get now, it literally feels like somebody has taken a bat and beat me over the head with it. It's like such an intense, concentrated pain on one side of my head. I've described it to you guys. Sometimes it feels like there's a metal clamp on one side of my head, and it seems to shift. I don't know what it was. So went to bed last night, felt crappy, took my Excedrin PM, which is my boyfriend anyway. Went to bed, got up at like 5 in the morning, and I literally was laying on one side, and I could just feel this intense pain. You know the kind of pain that you have if those of you, anybody has had a bad headache or a migraine like this. You know it's so bad that if you move, it's going to be this delayed pressure. It's going to be like you move, and then it's going to feel like someone's just taking a bat going boom, boom. I mean, it was so bad, and I'm laying there going, I don't want to move, I don't want to move, but I have to get up and I have to get Excedrin, and I'm just like anticipating how bad it's going to be when I move. So finally, it wouldn't get any better, and I was having this bizarre dream. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I have dreams, they have the same theme. I always cannot find my car, I cannot find my purse. I'm always on some kind of a trip in a hotel, and I'm trying to pack, and I have a deadline, and I can't get somewhere, and I'm rushing, and people are delaying me, and I'm lost. Things are lost. I'm sure that my shrink will tell me like what this all means. Lack of control, not feeling in control, not being on time. Those are my dreams. Just having one of those weird dreams where I was trying to go somewhere, and my neighbor told me that, hey, wait a second, you can't leave. You said you babysit for my kids, and I'm like, I haven't babysat, you know, for pay since I was 13. Who knows why I had the dream? Why can't I dream about things like Hugh Jackman? Instead, I dream about babysitting and having to go back to high school and forgetting my locker combination. Maybe this is why I don't have a boyfriend. Anyway, so had this bad dream. Wake up with this like pounding hammer in my face, and then I get up to go take my Excedrin, and literally, it was like a house fell on my head. I was like, oh my God, it was so awful. Took my Excedrin, went to go lay back, and then I'm awake. I don't know about you guys, but once I'm awake, I cannot go back to sleep, okay? So then I get up, and I'm so hungry. I came in here, and I'm like, give it all to me. Give it all to me right now. When On Flow comes around, I could eat 7 houses. This is really good, you guys. I just realized, now that I put all this fruit in here, you almost don't taste the chocolate. I'll tell you more about these shakes later, but it just says GNC Total Lean Shake 25 offers a well-balanced blend of high-quality protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and fat. This great tasting combo makes a healthy addition to your dietary regimen. Each serving of GNC Total Lean Shake also includes 8 grams of fiber, including oat beta-glucan. Oat beta-glucan is naturally occurring, powerful, low glycemic, soluble fiber found in oat bran that helps support normal, healthy blood glucose levels. Blah, blah, blah. So it's all about satiety. Is that how you say it? Satiety? Satiate? I sound like an idiot. Someone's going to tell me, Kelly, actually how you really say it. I'm imitating someone in my family who's a douchebag. Look how thick this is. It's very hard for me to pour it almost. Make you feel like you're at my smoothie bar right now. Anyway, so a couple of other things that I remembered this morning, because I'm getting ready to go to hot yoga later this morning. I was kind of, when I got up with that really bad headache, I was wondering, I really can't wait to go to hot yoga, but remember that one time, the first time that I went locally, and it was that time of the month, and I came out of hot yoga with the most intense headache ever. I'm wondering if, but I'm gonna go. Anyway, one of the things that I remember, I forgot to tell you, that was a really stupid sentence. I just said, one of the things I remembered I forgot. Sorry, I haven't had enough caffeine. Anyway, when I was doing all, I was immersed in hot yoga. Do you want to see my forehead? Can you see it? See how much it's peeling? Naughty Kelly. I wore SPF 9 over my whole body, but I didn't put it on my face. And like an idiot, my face was like, hey son, what's going on? Let's make out. Anyway, sorry, I have my country tunage on, and this is actually a song I don't like by Faith Hill. I'm afraid. I wish I could turn the channel, but I can't. Anyway, when Kelly, my BFF, was teaching her class, a lot of the things that I started to notice in some of these poses, and for those of you that have done yoga, you're going to know what I'm talking about, is, well, there were 2 things that I noticed about the strength or lack of strength thereof in my wrists, in my forearms, and in my feet. Now you might go, your feet, okay? And Kelly started instructing us in this one pose. Actually, it was in the beginning. She was talking about when you're just standing up straight. And she's like, and for those of you that might have been to like one yoga class, they'll tell you to stand up straight and spread your toes. And you're like, If you're not into yoga and you try to spread your toes, you're like, but they're trying to get you to really spread out your feet so that your feet can more balance and hold onto the ground. And Kelly said something to the effect of, don't let your feet, slip or your whole foot arch to the outside. That's what we tend to naturally do, is let our feet arch to the outside, which makes it easier for us to stand. Just like it's easier to stand and slouch, as opposed to standing like this and standing up straight, sticking your boobs out. But I started to notice that, like, okay, wait, I do naturally pronate my legs out to the side, right? I know that I walk that way. And then when we were doing some of these poses, and forgive me, I'm still new that I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's Warrior 3, or when you jump from that warrior position into, so you're on one leg, and then your back leg is kicked up, and you've got your hands out in front of you, and you're kind of tipped over like a teapot, right? When I'm doing poses like that, and you're looking down at your leg, my foot is on the floor, going like this, totally wobbling. And I said to Kelly, damn, I'm already at 16 minutes. I said to Kelly, I'm like, what is it with my foot? And she's like, that's showing, how you're not strong in your feet yet. The more that you go through yoga, you're going to get more strong in your feet. I kept noticing this throughout all of the, one-legged standing poses, is that try to do that. Try to just stand on one leg and notice how much your foot will move back and forth, because your foot is not used to holding up that weight. So interesting. And then doing all of the back bends, the drop backs, and a lot of the poses, primarily most of the back bends. But I had to stop, not because of my flexibility in my core, my legs, but because of the strength in my wrists. And she again said, this is something that you'll build up. But I think that's one of the really cool parts of yoga too, is it's strengthening so many parts of your body as you progress, that it's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible to find out where you're weak, and areas that you can progress, and to watch that it gets better just by a little bit every single time. I'm going to shut up now because I'm at a 17-minute vlog, you guys. I have no idea I rambled this long, but you know how much I ramble anyway. So, happy Saturday. I'm off to hot yoga in about an hour, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace.